Hey, I'm Becca and you're watching Behind the Dream. Hey, I'm Becca. I am based in Las Vegas, originally from the East Coast. I came to Las Vegas about 4 years ago, and I'm a graphic designer and an artist. Back in high school, all I knew was like sports. I played competitive soccer, I ran track, did basketball. I did 2 sports at once even sometimes, and that's all I really knew until I went to college, played college soccer, had a scholarship and everything. And then after I transferred schools, I realized that I didn't know what I was gonna do because I didn't have my sport anymore. So that's whenever I was like dabbling different majors, dropped out of school because I was not happy. And that's when I found, my passion was doing graphic design or anything hands-on or art related, painting murals. I started doing dabbling in graphic design during high school. So I knew my basics. When I was in my first school, I was majoring in graphic design, but once I transferred, it was harder to get into their program. So I decided to do an IT major. And that's whenever I decided to drop out of school, because it wasn't for me. So after I dropped out of school, I met so many different types of people. It was just, I don't know, it was just a whole new way of learning. School didn't fit for me, so I just learned through life. When I left school, I was a server and working in a bar for a while, and I was like doing this event one day and they were teaching paint classes, one of those paint and sip things. So after my shift, I walked up to this group and I was like, can I work for you? And that's how I got into like painting. But one of the biggest fears I had overcome was talking in front of a crowd of people at all. So that's where I kind of started getting out of my shell, was doing things I was uncomfortable with. Yeah, like even moving to Las Vegas was a huge turning point. That was really hard because I didn't know anyone in this town. I'm moving all the way from the East Coast. I'm from Washington, D.C. area, grew up in Virginia, and it's just a completely different world out here. So trying to get myself out there and facing all those ups and downs, like I picked up the most random jobs, got into the most random industries I had no idea about, and just learning marketing and how to even, sell yourself in these situations, just like through networking and getting random gigs, any new experiences in life. I mean, like that's like you take the first job, go anywhere. You have to, just get your foot in somewhere. So I ended up working in the legal field. And that was not fun for me, even though I greatly appreciate my employers forever. They were awesome. I was doing what I liked in the law firm, which is like, it helped me grow as a graphic designer in a corporate setting. So I learned how to do things professionally instead of not be so artsy. So I started getting into doing, brochures, flyers, helping on podcast sets, and just meeting all sorts of people. As you evolve in a place you're at, like I'm brand new here in Vegas, like I worked a job like I didn't particularly like but appreciated for a couple of years. So about middle of last year, early in the midsummer, I really wanted to quit my job. I was super bored, wasn't feeling fulfilled anymore with what I was doing. So I was afraid because for financial reasons. It was scary, so I kept putting off the idea, I'm gonna quit my job every week. And in September, I got into NFTs, so I got really excited about doing NFTs. A friend brought me onto a project where I learned how to do generative art. And by December, I was like, okay, I don't really actually have time to go to work anymore because I have so much other work to do. But I still didn't quit my job for a while, but it was getting to that point. And it was that fear of, something not working out, not having that financial cushion to pay bills and to eat good. So one day I woke up and went to work, and 2 hours in, I got up out of my chair and walked out. Well, it felt good. I got a call to do another quick job, which would take me a whole month to make. and I had a week to do it. So I was like, perfect. I already had work lined up for me whenever.
From somebody else.
Yeah, from somebody else. So when I got into NFTs, I was actually working with friends I known since 7th grade. So all of my team was on the East Coast or in another country. And that was a crazy experience, like working with people remotely and just kind of doing this project in hopes that it will do well, you know. But I went into doing NFTs with a positive mindset, whether I was gonna fail, I was gonna learn something new. So that was a crazy experience. Like, it was a lot of work, you know, going to that day job and then going home to work another whole job of creating a massive generative piece.
Were you doing the NFTs when you had the day job?
Yeah, I started while I was doing it, and it started out slow, but I thought it was like, this might be a way of doing something different, because I wasn't doing anything creative or anything fun. And my friend was telling me all the good stuff. We can make lots of money from doing this, and that. But as I went through the process and learning everything that goes on behind creating an NFT, not just from the art perspective, but the marketing perspective and how scary of a place it can be too. Like, I learned so much. I wasn't making money from it. It was just an idea and a group of friends coming together to like, let's do this project. And it got really hardcore after a while, and it was insane. Like, I had a vacation planned for my cousin's wedding, and I was in Hawaii, and I was waking up at like really early in the morning just to work before everyone else would wake up and we would have to go do things. I felt like uneasy because I was like, I need to work on this project because we're about to launch. We had a couple people on our team like bring investors in, and that was it changed the game a lot. Like, you know, we were able to run ads, get our name out there more, and had good hype behind our project. But I would say it was pretty good for a first time launch after everything said and done happened. That's a whole nother story though. We could talk about NFTs. But after the launch, I didn't know what I was going to do too after that. And so, but it was just like, you know, other people found me because I did NFTs and asked me to be their artist for their NFTs. So it was like automatic work because I knew how it all worked and how to set up the artwork or create the custom artwork for their needs. If you're doing freelance, always follow through on what you say and just produce good work. Make sure your clients are happy, because that is what will get you more clients, because everyone always needs some sort of artist or designer these days. I think it's become very important. Well, if you want to step out your comfort zone and like to hustle, it's like hustling too, like for work and just like finding that next job, but put yourself out there. I went to a ton of networking events, just met a ton of cool people that way, and trying new jobs, like getting yourselves into something that you're not familiar with. Like, I worked in the barber industry doing like seeing the behind the scenes of that, just from a like designer perspective, or doing like creating like signage for products and hair and doing shows. Like, that was completely out of my comfort zone. But what I learned from that experience is like there's so many different like niche markets out there that you could like be a part of and be part of a lot of different communities, and it's pretty awesome. You like literally just will attract like all different people, get like, it's not gonna, if you hate doing the same repetitive thing, like, then it's nice to like dip your toe in every pool. But I don't like being repetitive. I love working on something different and new and learning something new every single time I attack something. It's gotta work very hard, you know, always keep a positive mindset and be positive towards others around you, because whenever you give that good energy, you're gonna get it back, and you're gonna get like that business like tenfold, because, you know, you're gonna meet so many different people that are be like, yes, you have to work with this person.
Yeah.
Because she's awesome. Hi, my name is Becca, and you just watch Behind the Dream.